How you doing? This is a 2009 torque bushing. I looked on the internet and I didn't see a whole lot about taking these out on this particular limited car. And anyway, they suggested taking the bracket off, and they're really hard to get to. There's two bolts that hold the bracket on there, so I thought I'd try to get it out without pulling the bracket off of here. That tool I'm using is actually a pry tool for taking door panels off, and I just kind of wedged it in there and worked it through there. It took me a lot longer than this video to do this, but I finally got it out. The other bolt going through the rear was easier to get out. It was about the same amount of effort to get it back in, but here's the old bushing. There's some slop in there, and seems like there's a lot more wiggle room inside that main bushing there. But I haven't seen any other ones, so I really can't compare them. But it's definitely a wear point. I haven't had a chance to look at the upper bushings, the other two, one transmission and engine mount, right and left, but I thought this one would be a good one to check. The other bushings made in Korea I'll show you here in a minute, but this one definitely seems to have some wear. Gamber. This other one seems pretty solid, a little bit different make. It looks like it's made in Korea. About $35 off of the internet. I'm sure the dealer would want quite a bit more for these, but seems pretty sturdy. Exact same size and all that. You want to make sure if you're going to do this that they're the right ones. It's kind of hard to see that back bushing there with that boot on there if you're just looking at it from underneath the car. But you know, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this back in here. This took me a little bit of finagling, but I found taking that punch and put it right in the center of the bolt, and actually want to get that flat part of the hex up against the side of the exhaust there, and tap it in there. This was actually more difficult to put this one back in than it was the one forward, just because you can't really see what's going on. But really couldn't get the punch configured in there very well, so I just went ahead and gently tapped on the hex, and I got it in there. Those are 15 millimeter basic hand tools. You know, just go ahead and tighten those back down. I think the torque's 65 to 75 foot-pounds, and tighten them back down. That's just a torsion type bracket.
Tighten them down.
Tighten them down.